Hi, welcome back to Christine's Home Affairs. I have another quick little project for you today. Now for you guys it's going to be quick. For me it's taken about 2 hours to try and figure out the folding. But I've done the hard work for you. Now all you need to do is follow my processes and you'll be able to whip up this little folding wallet in no time. It is actually a really quick project, slightly different to something that I've been doing for years. So I thought I'd try a different technique. It does have a double slot in the side here, so you can put your phone in one side and your notes in on the other side. Close it up with your Velcro. If you don't have that, you can use some magnetic snaps or plastic snaps or even the button ones. It's a very simple project once you've nutted out how to do the folding. Come along and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, the only piece of fabric we need is this one here. It's 76 by 22 centimetres or 9 by 30 inches. To the back of this we want to fuse some medium weight cotton interfacing. You can use a fusible fleece or a wadding as well if you want to. And that is 74 by 20 centimetres or 8 1/4 by 29 1/4 inches. My project has a 1 centimetre seam allowance, so my stabiliser is 1 centimetre shorter all the way around. The only other thing we need is a piece of Velcro. So once you've got your fabric cut, grab your stabiliser and fuse that to the wrong side of your fabric and then come back around to the front. Then you can fold the fabric in half lengthwise and find your centre, and you can mark that or just crease it. Creasing's enough for this one. So this is the centre position here, right along there. From this left edge here, I'm going to measure 12.5 inches or 32 centimetres and make a mark across here. Now I've already done that with a bit of double-sided tape. And from the other end, where we've got the centre marked, we're going to make a mark at 7 inches or 18 centimetres. And that's the position of the Velcro. So I've got double-sided tape here. I'll place one piece of Velcro over the top there and the other one just there. Then just double check that they are centered and hopefully they'll line up later. We can sew this in place now. Okay, so the Velcro is in place now. Let's take some measurements. So from this end here, the furthest distance of the Velcro from the edge, we're going to take some measurements. From the outside edge, we're going to mark a line that is 9 centimetres from here, or 3.5 inches. From this line here, we've got 8 centimetres, or 3 1/8 of an inch. Then we've got 8 centimetres again, 3 1/8 of an inch. And from this line, we've got 9 centimetres, or 3.5 inches. So I've popped a few pins in just on those markings to make it easier for me to fold. Take the outside edge, and we're going to fold that on that first line. Line up the side edges so that they can be kept nice and straight. And then press the edges along here. You can iron them as you go. I'm probably going to do that after I finish these folds. Then the next one, I'm going to fold on this line, and I'm going to fold this to the other side. And you'll see that there's an overlap of the first fold. Next we'll take these two folds and fold that to the wrong side. This edge here is going to line up with this fold here. And the last one is this 9 centimetre or 3.5 inch line. It's a rough guide. We're going to fold this back to the edge of the fabric. So if you grab all of those layers, what you'll have is the raw edge along here, a fold and another fold. These two folds here line up along here, And then you can see this one here is probably about 1/2 inch or so away from the outer fold. I'm going to take these to the press and iron all of those in place before I do anything else. Okay, now that we've got the edges pressed, we'll just fold that again. So this first section was 9 centimetres, then we had 8 centimetres and 8 centimetres. Fold that up, fold that again, and this raw edge is sitting right on the last fold. These two folds on this side are lined up equally. The one underneath the flap sits in a little bit further than the outside edge. Take this edge here and we'll bring that all the way down to meet the other raw edge. And just make sure that you've got your sides all lined up nicely. And we'll take this to the machine. We're going to sew straight down this edge here. We don't need to worry about this opening here. I'll be sewing right on the very edge where the stabilizer meets the fabric. When I get to the folds, I'll reinforce that. And do the same for the other side. Once you've done the side seams, we can clip the corners. And we'll find the opening at the bottom here. And we're going to turn this through once, but you will need to turn it again. So poke out all of your corners here. So we've still got the raw edges along here. And if you turn that around, you can see the little pockets here. Once you've got everything nice and flat, go into the second pocket and turn this one more time. So what you're going to do is encase this bottom section. So we still have the opening of the seams on the inside here. And I've given that a final press. And what we can do now is go and top stitch all the way around the outside edge here. Once you've done that, you're finished. And you can close up your pouch. Let's go and top stitch. I'm just starting in just a bit over 1/8 of an inch. I'm at the bottom edge. Where the fold is, I'll do an extra stitch. And there we have it, our completed wallet. I confess I forgot to put my label on, so I have just stuck it on with some double-sided tape. I'll go and sew that on in a moment. Open it out. You've got room for a mobile phone and plenty of space to put notes in on both sides. So your phone will fit in at the front and at the back. If I'm going to sew to sell, I certainly need to make sure I remember to put my labels on. If I take this off and show you, it does actually look quite bland, so the label helps break it up a little bit. Just gives it a bit of extra interest and people will know where it's come from. When I started this today, I wanted to do something really quick and simple. I'm going away tomorrow for a few days and I just needed a really quick project. Didn't turn out that way. I've made folded wallets before many times and sold heaps in the shop as well, and they're very simple to do, and I've gone and followed somebody else's instructions and it took me a little while to work out how to actually do this. Now that I've got it worked out, I can go and make these really simply, just a few folds, and it really is quite simple to do. Once you've done one, you'll be fine. Lots of space in there to put your phone and your notes and whatever else you might want to put away. It's just a handy little clutch. You could put a little clip on the side there and make this a nice wristlet clutch as well. Lots of uses for it. If you wanted, you could even go and put a couple of tabs on the side and make a nice little shoulder strap for it too. But I'm going to keep it simple. I will make these for the shop. The ones I used to sell in the shop many years ago, I'd sell for about $10 or $15. I'll probably do the same thing. I think they'll sell really well at $15, especially if you've got nice fabric. Having the label on the front is certainly going to make it more sellable or saleable, because they do look bland without a label on there at all. Most of my customers, when they buy because it's got the town name on there. So I'm happy to keep my labels on the front, even though some might consider them not too attractive. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I shall catch you next time. Bye for now.